Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, Ipsy unboxings and reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, we officially have the Ipsy and Boxy Charm March Creators Box. So I always forget to say that at the beginning of these videos, that this is the PR box for Ipsy and Boxy Charm. So it's gifted to me. It is not items that I picked out. I don't get to do the power picks and things like that. This is just the assortment that they gift to me, which could possibly be what you see in yours. So if you want to get my opinions about this month's The Bag and also the Boxy Charm, and spoiler alert, I think Ipsy's onto something. I think that they're doing a little bit better, at least in the last 2 months. So if you want to see what I got and get my first impressions, since I haven't used all of the products, keep on watching. All right, this month's theme, which never really means much to me because it rarely coincides the products with the theme, but it is rewrite the rules, like talking about wear too much blush, mix and match, which it's funny because the stuff that came this month, I feel like go together better than they normally do. And then their whole theme is like, break the rules. I don't get it. Anyway, this is the cute little bag. I think it's very March appropriate and spring coming on with the colors, these little kind of water pastel look, and then the little beads I think is really cute. So you guys, I think this is one of my best glam bags that I have received. I'm really impressed with what came in here. So first up, we have this setting spray face mist by Beauty Creations. This is the coconut mango setting spray. It's funny because I had 3 of these in other scents that I happened to declutter, not because I didn't like them. They were just pretty heavily fragranced, and I thought, I don't really know that I don't mind a fragrance in my product. I know some people want no fragrance, some people don't want a lot of fragrance. I don't really mind so much, but it was so strong and kind of alcohol smelling that I thought this cannot be that great for the face. So I decluttered the other 3. There was like a strawberry one, a coconut. This one I don't feel like is as strong scent wise. I don't know if they've changed something or if it's just this coconut mango one in particular, but I did test it out today, sprayed it on top of my makeup. All it really does is kind of refresh. I don't necessarily think it extends the longevity of your makeup wear. But if you like a tropical scent and you just want to kind of just get a little freshness to your face, I think this is safe to use. Then we have a lip liner in here. I do actually have it on with a gloss that you will see from the Boxy Charm, but this is Element Beauty. This is the So Sophisticated lip liner, and the shade is, there's no shade name on here. Interesting. It may have, no, this came in like a wrapper. It wasn't like a box, so I'm not sure what the shade name is, but I do really like it. I think it's a beautiful nude, kind of like a perfect toffee shade. I really like it. Very smooth. Happy to have that. Then we have this toner from Brio. And this is a very expensive brand. This is the Tea Time Apple Matcha Tea Clearing Toner. I used this last night and I felt like it was very soft feeling on the skin, kind of like a milky toner in a way. So let's see, on the back, it just says gently place toner on the the palm of the hands. So, I mean, I really do like matcha tea. I like a gentle hydrating toner as opposed to like a really tightening, drying toner. So this was a nice get. And then we have this little quad. I'm not always a fan of quads or little duos in here just because I don't ever reach for them really. However, I think this is really pretty. This is Shades by Sean, Life of the Party Volume 2, and says from the High Rise and After Dark palettes. So I'm assuming these are 2 shades from those 2 palettes that are bigger palettes. So packaging is really cute And here's what it looks like inside. I kind of wish there was a little mirror right here, but no big deal. So I do actually have this on in conjunction with another bigger palette you'll see from Boxycharm. The only shade that I don't have on is this shimmer here that looks like it's not my favorite type of shimmer formula. It's that, well, here it is. Let me show you. It's that kind of like satiny that doesn't really shine, but isn't really a matte. That's just not my favorite formula. But I did use this kind of beigey taupe color here just to kind of smooth out the green shadow from the other palette. And then I used this rose color right here, very pigmented. This shimmer is beautiful, beautiful. It is a pink, and it has sparkles of like blue and purple in it and like champagne. And I did top that on top of another shimmer that you'll see here in a minute. So I think this is actually really cute. I wish this was a different formula right here. Maybe like, I don't know, like another like sparkly shimmer I would have preferred, but I do think the formula is nice. I've liked everything I've tried from this brand. I really enjoy their primer, their setting spray, and also their lip liners are really, really good. Then the last product in here, I was like, all right, this is a good bag. I've got Tatcha, I'm a happy girl, and it happens to be my favorite product, the Dewy Skin Cream. I fell in love with this, getting this in a Boxycharm or Ipsy in the past, and it was kind of one of those things where I appreciate getting pricey things because it's awesome to test it out when I normally wouldn't purchase it. But then when you fall in love with it, you've fallen in love with a really expensive product. So I'm so happy to get another one of these. I actually purchased some off of Mercari, and I don't know, I think there are probably people who got them in Ipsy and Boxycharm for whatever reason. They didn't want to keep them. So I shouldn't tell my secret, but that's where I found backups before. So I'm so happy to get this. It is so luxurious. I already have one open, so I haven't touched this one. I love the way that it smells. It's not a strong fragrance. It smells like a high-end skincare. It really does. And it is so moisturizing, so silky. This one, along with my Elemis Marine Cream, are probably my two just most favorite luxury face cream. So this was so exciting. I think this bag was really, really good. Now moving on to Boxycharm. I think it's cute. They started including these little kind of like what would be like a mailer that you would get in the mail, but it just has more info on here as far as like mega drop sales and like your power picks and things like that. So let's see. The first item that we are going to talk about in here is this Dew of the Gods Amalfi Gold Heaven Grade Hair Serum. I went ahead and stuck it back in the box just because I think the box is so pretty. Once again, they fooled me. Dew of the Gods has like changed into this really gorgeous packaging when like their retinol cream came. And it was in a box pretty like this, and then had like the plastic wrapping. And I thought, oh, we have a perfume and like a good size perfume. And then I pulled it out and that was a serum. This time when I saw it was Dew of the Gods, I was like, you're not fooling me this time. It's not a perfume. No, this is a hair serum. But I do think that this is so pretty. It does say that this is formulated with olive and argan oils to give your hair shine, deep texture, protection from heat and summer sun. And you can either put this on dry hair or damp hair. It does say that you can put it on overnight if you want a really heavy dose, like a hair mask. And it does say to make sure that you really like treat the scalp and wash it to avoid buildup. But I just did a couple of like 2 little drops. So it did come originally with this cap, and then it came with the little dropper that you can screw on. And I did like 2 drops. I just put it on the end of my dry hair to test it out. And I do think it feels very smooth on the ends. So I'd be excited definitely to try this, you know, whenever my hair is wet and see how much it improves the shine. But I think this is also good for if you're someone that has lots of flyaways or almost said frizz, then you could kind of use this to smooth your hair. So yeah, I think this is a really good product to get. All right, next up we have this Galactic Fruit Superfood Sugar Face Scrub. Now, I didn't realize that Galactic had skincare. I have tried definitely a lip product from them, and I think that's the only thing. Maybe like an eye pencil or like an eye crayon, a shimmer or something like that from them. But I didn't know they had skincare, but they do. This has avocado oil, cucumber, blueberry, and strawberry extract. And then the seeds of the strawberry is what helps to exfoliate. I used this last night. It smells amazing. And it's actually fairly gentle. So it's kind of like a jelly consistency with just a little bit of like sugar crystals and then a sparse of the strawberry seeds. So really smells good. I felt like for an physical exfoliant, it was not too abrasive and really enjoy the scent. So, you know, time will tell to see if it really like helps like a glow and to rejuvenate the skin, and then to also make sure that it doesn't break me out or anything. But first impression, I really like it. All right, next up we have one of my favorite skincare brands, Elemis. And it was funny because I was telling my friend Cher, who has a YouTube as well, recently that I really miss Elemis being in Boxycharm or Ipsy, because that's how I first tried it out like maybe 2 years ago and fell in love, and have now purchased myself, and I get PR from Elemis very gratefully because I love the brand so much. And then it appears, like I felt like I manifested it or something. I think some people might be getting the marine cream, which is amazing. And you're so lucky if you get the marine cream. But I got the Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream. I'd actually purchased this myself in the past and really enjoyed it. I can't say necessarily that I would say run out and buy this, spend the money on it. Even though I really like it, I find it very just soothing to the under eyes. There are some really good eye creams out there that do a similar thing that aren't as expensive. Now their marine cream, their dynamic resurfacing face wash, their cleansing balm, those are things that I've had a hard time finding others that are as good. And I would say they're pricey, but they're worth it. Definitely get them on sale if you can. But this, I wouldn't run out and buy it, but I'm still so grateful to get it. Next up, we have this gloss. It's a Shea Butter Lip Gloss from Treat Yourself, TYS Beauty. I had to remind myself because I was like, TYS. I looked it up earlier and I was like, try your shade? Thanks. You're sweet. I was like, what does this stand for? But it is Treat Yourself Beauty. This is another one that doesn't have the shade name. These brands need to always have a shade name on the actual product. Like, how often do we keep boxes of things? So I'm not sure what shade this is, but I really do enjoy it. So I have it on in conjunction with that lip liner earlier from Shades by Sean, Shades by Shan, I think. But I really like the formula of this. It's it's got that shea butter in it, so you can really feel how nourishing it is and smooth. It's not sticky, and I think it pairs beautifully with a nude liner, brown liner, but also like a mauve liner. It would be really pretty as well. The packaging reminds me so much of the Kiko Milano 3D Hydra Glosses. I have several of those, and they're basically this exact same shape. And they are a really lovely formula as well, just FYI. Now, lastly, we have the eyeshadow palette that came in Boxycharm, and it is what is predominantly on my eyes today, and it is the Wonder Beauty Trailblazer palette. Now, when I first saw this in there, I was like, seriously, we already got this palette. I was thinking I think that one was called the Jet Setter. I may be wrong. It was a purple palette, and I ended up decluttering that, not because I thought it was terrible. I actually really loved my look from it. I really liked the shimmers in there, but I thought the mattes were just very mediocre. And for me, as someone who has a ton of eyeshadow palettes and is trying to be more intentional about which ones I bring in, which ones I let stay, I don't like to keep just okay palettes anymore. So I did declutter that one. I was very pleased when I opened this to see, oh, this isn't the same one. And what saved this palette for me of not being annoyed that we just got another neutral palette again, the greens in here. These greens are stunning. I mean, especially this shimmer here. I mean, I have it on my eyes today, and I don't think the lighting is doing it justice at all because it's starting to get like where the sun is. You can't quite see how pretty this is. It is so pretty, and honestly, the other shimmers in the palette are gorgeous. So here's the green. Hello. Silky, buttery, smooth, so metallic and reflective. I'm just gonna swatch them all here real quick for you guys. Really impressed once again with their shimmer formula. This one's a little bit different. This is another one of those kind of satiny ones that I don't love, but these four, gorgeous. But you see what I mean? That these, I know they have like a purpose. I'm just not a big fan of that type of formula. But I used this today, obviously. I do have on all the mattes in here as well. I'm gonna give you a little tip and a little pointer. And maybe this would have saved the other palette for me. So I first went in with a fluffy brush when I was doing the green matte and this one right here. And I was like, oh, this is getting kind of patchy. There's a lot of kick up in the mattes in here. And I was like, the pigment's not really there. I was like, oh yeah, this is why I decluttered the other one. It's a shame because I really like this color story. So then I went and grabbed a more densely packed one, and I kind of packed in the green and just smoothed out where it was patchy, and it started to look really, really good. And then also even this even fluffier one perfected it all. So then on this eye, I went in first with the packed one with the green, and it didn't look as seamless as this one after doing all of the buffing it out and blending it out. So I realized what works best for these mattes is using a few brushes, a packed one and a fluffy one, to kind of pack on the pigment, and then you need to blend it out with a fluffier brush, and then it's beautiful. So I think I will actually be keeping this palette, and I kind of wonder if I should have kept the other one now, but the other one was a little bit more one note. I think there's a lot you can do with this. I also love how kind of murky and like swampy the green is. It kind of gives like a grungy look, but you could also go really pretty if you leave out the green and just go in with like the lighter mattes in here. So I'm impressed with this. I really like it, and I'm really happy that I got it. All right, you guys, that is everything that I got in my Boxycharm and Ipsy. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do any of these stand out to you? Thank you for watching, and as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.